Kia. How much can they get done with it? Is Khan going to end up crushing this lane with a lot of help and a lot of support? And he can also add a lot with his global ultimate in some of those skirmishes you will see around the bottom side of the map. So I don't think this is going to be a game where Hybrid just crushes lane, especially not against a Jarvan. It's going to be so difficult to do that. You're not going to see the Aphelios get all the turret plates and then lane swap, right? I don't think this is going to be that type of game. I think this is going to have to be a very slow-styled game for KT Rolster, where they're looking for those later game team fights once they start to scale up, once Victor gets online, once you see the Aphelios really start to get that gold up and the items finished. And I feel like this is a very big departure from what we saw from KT last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The flag harass non-stop means it's very difficult to trade like that. It's okay, we're going to see that first roam here. It's Blank who arrives first.
Oh, great sidestep on the bowling ball as Doran, he's going to get forward. The watch out, Eat is not going to connect there as Canyon's looking to come up, but he's not going to be there in time. Showmaker also joining as Canyon's going to shadow step through. He's looking for Blank right now. Reaping Slash will connect, and the Force of Will comes down, and that's a very, very easy kill. So Canyon going to pick one up as well, and we're dead even as far as them kills are concerned.
Yep.
It looks like the disengage is going to be successful, and KT win out on that trade very nicely, despite the flash having to be invested.
You have no ward.
Another flash forward. The play's incredible, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Reaping Slash comes down, doesn't get enough work done, and Hybrid, he gets the shield. Oh my god, this is so close. Canyon's desperate. The Umbral Trespass underneath the turret. He picks up one kill, picks up two, and then he's back to the fountain.
Fantastic here for Canyon. I mean, you know you can really push the issue in this lane when you have a Jarvan to support your aggressive play, and you have your ultimate, which just allows you to dive turret basically without any punish. We are going to see this traded back, though.
Yep, that is a very, very dead Jarvan, as Blank's going to spin around on the blue cane as well.
Yeah, and he is just absolutely dominating this early game. It's exactly what he needs to do.
Oh dear, Ghost having to press every single button he has, but it is not enough.
So being big ultimate tossed in here for you, Kali. Wanted to maybe hope that Showmaker was going to commit further. This is just a crazy skirmish, Alice. I'm going to give it back to you.
Yeah, it's going to be the knock up onto Blank. He takes the lantern to get to safety, though. As you can see, the sleep does connect. Good hook again from Zeus. His Thresh has been amazing this game. Scatter the Weak, not going to connect as Zeus goes golden. Canyon wanting to get that kill pretty desperately, does so. Umbral Trespass now onto Blank in the backline. In the meantime, though, Showmaker is going to be taken down. Khan shoots the Victor in the back of the head. The Kane also going to suffer, but I don't know any stuns, and the CC that Damon Kia can put out is so extraordinarily important. Every bit of it. Because they're going to need it if this fight is going to be won by them. Hook is going to go wide. Cannon Barrage for a fair bit of damage here. Doran going to get the wall up, and the Gnar into the wall. Beryl taking so much damage as Damon Kia get back over the wall again. Beryl keeps his life. And now Doran's looking for that teleport back in and for that team fight. It looks like they'll give away the Cloud Drake, but who really cares about a Cloud Drake, to be honest? Kane's going to be able to lock that one down, and now Damon Kia, they need to get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this is...
There is an angry Gnar hopping over the wall. Canyon is going to find him, but the rest of KT are going to find Canyon. The Umbral Trespass comes down. I think that Doran is going to be okay as the flash out. Not sure whether that was worth it, as it's another kill for the Aphelios. For Damon Kia is Khan. Getting down very, very low. Still has some oranges to eat. As you can see, this poke damage is starting to get real scary. There's the flash forward, but Blank's not going to find too many with the sleep. The couple come through. And there is going to be Showmaker falling down very, very low. Great Zhonya's out from Blank to keep him alive, as that trade back was going to not happen with the amount of Zhonyas that are happening on the side of KT Rolster. Coming here as Ghost is going to have the cleanse. So now, chasing after Doran is okay. Now they finally sink their teeth in, and you can see there's so much damage.
Yeah, and I think KT, I don't even think this is risky for KT. I think this is actually totally safe. Look at the damage on the Beryl.
Yeah, Beryl's in a lot of trouble. He's going to flash. That bowling ball wasn't going to hit as the Chaos Storm has been used. Damon Kia fancy themselves a steal. They'll get it as Canyon locks that one down. Now, Hybrid could be in a little bit of trouble, but no, he's just going to explode as soon as he exits his Umbral Trespass. Definitely did feel a little bit like trespassing there.
That needs to be winning the whole way through from start to finish.
Doran might have made a little bit of mistake here. Yep, that's going to be the stun and the kill. Khan tanks up the turret. Lights here on the side of Damon Kia, as we are going to see Canyon look for Doran, and maybe he's not quite as tanky as we thought. There's the Umbral Trespass once again. Oh, the fadeaway not quite enough. And the Death's Daughter is going to come in and lock down the kill. Khan, very happy to have that ultimate available.
And once everybody gets full build, I mean, it's anybody's game to take. And you can see the gold lead here.
Dear.
It's going back towards Damon.
Well, it's a very, very deep teleport, as now Doran going to try and get the Gnar onto Canyon, who's now very, very sleepy. Heads inside the wall, but unfortunately that's not going to keep him safe. They do manage to trade back the kill. It was just an R button, I believe, pressed by Showmaker. But
and that's, you know, these teleport responses to the ganks is what I think we need to see KT you do more consistently. And ooh, barrel.
Oh my god, Zeus is so good, man! Denies everything.
But Canyon's gonna poke, and we're gonna actually look for some threats. Speaking of,
well, not actually finding too many of these W's this time around, as the Baron going down very, very low. Canyon not going to be able to secure it this time around. It's in fact Yukal that picks up the Baron. Cannon Barrage trying to get the work done, but KT just fall back. They've taken their Baron. Now they're looking to try and get out. Doran now trying to get out. Stridebreaker going to help for that one, as well as Ghost was looking for a bit of a flanking play. And Damwon Kia looks like they're not finished yet. But KT, they just get in, steal Baron, and get out.
Yeah, for me, I'm not excited about how the fight went. Like, I think they could have done it a lot better. But the fact that they're willing to do fights is a good sign for me as Blank.
Yeah, there's the Flash Cataclysm. In goes Canyon, finds Blank towards the back end. He should be able to wait out this Zhonya's as he falls asleep and just gets taken down, unfortunately. Wasn't even able to press R in time, as that's a double kill for Doran now, as Ghost is pretty strong, but so's Doran. As you can see, Hybrid just gets over, and that's a few years that Showmaker has to now think about what he just did.
Stage.
Yeah. Well, this Baron going to get taken down extraordinarily quickly.
Yeah, look how fast it goes.
The Canyon is here. Showmaker's going to have to flash out. Doran's just dead. That's a great pick off there from Damwon Kia. They did have to invest Showmaker's flash, but they take down the top laner and stop the Baron.
Oh, but they're threatening the idea, which means KT have to be careful.
Oh, dear. Canyon, he's going to get hooked. He'll be taken down. That's the jungler dead. Now Barrel's going to dive on in, but remember, all he has is his Zhonya's, really, to try and keep himself alive, as Blank dived into the front line. Not entirely sure why he was going for that one, but they get rid of Showmaker. Canyon's already dead. This is a free Baron if they want it. Ghost and Khan now to try and pick up the pieces.
How fast this one disappears. Magic trick Hybrid's going to do on this. Okay, teleport coming through. You see that Blank is on his way, but fighting without him is very risky, but not when Damwon Kia are not all grouped up. This is a weird game, Atlas.
This is actually just so strange. Not sure what Yukal was thinking he could do, but he was just dead, as it turned out.
I think it's over.
As often as they can, exactly right. Look at this huge shield on Hybrid as well.
Like, where is Zeus standing, though?
Severum Crescendum, oh my god, the damage. As in goes Barrel, dies as he puts them into the baby cage. Not sure what he was trying to do. And the rest of his team also not quite sure how to follow up either, but sometimes you just got to throw the haymaker. As it's a good scat of the week to deny Doran's engage. Showmaker gets out as Ghost just presses his cleanse button because I think he was frightened, and now he's well and truly dead. Killer Instinct does come down, and yeah, just not able to fight 1 versus 4 as a little Kai'Sa, as it turns out. So it's going to be an even battle when it comes to the smites. Showmaker doesn't have flash or anything. There's the Cannon Barrage as Khan just gets a massive Chaos Storm, but he's now trying to turn it onto Yukal. It's not going to happen. It's going to be stolen by Syndra. All right, cue the Yakety Sax Wolf. This one's ridiculous.
It's actually crazy. He steals the Baron. Showmaker steals the Baron. And it's a pretty even team fight. KT getting the slight edge in it. They're going to barrel, as you can see. So he's just going to keep zoning. And if they commit in, he has Zhonya's, they have Lanterns, so I like where Yukal is standing here. Because he's like, oh, if you come in, you're going to eat insane damage. That's their positional advantage they have with this Victor pick.
Well, now Damwon Kia trying to get towards this pit. Cannon Barrage does come down, but Canyon pushed out of the fight already, and the Elder is taken by KT. Khan also not able to eat enough oranges here by the looks of things, as he's going to fall sleepy, and he's going to be taken down. Very, very squishy with that switch over to the Gale Force. Instead of his shield bow that he had earlier, just wanted to give himself the mobility, and unfortunately, it looks like Damwon Kia may have lost out. It is going to be Yukal being taken down here. Showmaker trying to run. Oh my goodness, the passive doing so much work. But Scat of the Week as well as the Orb is going to take down the Thresh. But look at this. There's going to be some very angry dragons coming over towards Showmaker if Doran can finally hit an ability. As, oh my god, that was actually such high value. And that's going to finally be the dragon coming down. And I believe KT, in a 50-minute game, have finally taken the victory.
They finally did it, Atlas. There was a bit of yakety sax, as you said. There was a little back and forth action around these late game objectives. We got all the Drakes possible. We got several Barons. But this is a game, and I feel like if you're scrims with Kayn, and I think this is not the last we've seen of him this week.
Oh my god, the damage numbers are obscene. 33,000 from Kane out of the jungle. And 33.5 for Showmaker, who certainly was showing up towards the later stages. This wasn't a game about the 80 carries on the bottom side. However, the Aphelios was extraordinarily fed and certainly was able to, find the shots when he needed to. But this was a slugfest. And actually pulling yourself out of a game like this and then having to reset, and in Damwon's case, now having to win 2 in a row.
Welcome back, everybody. LCK is back after a very long Lunar New Year solo holidays, and so is the analyst desk. And we are kicking off week number 5 with KT Roster versus Damwon Kia, and today we'll be joined by Changyan and Victory and Gorilla. Nice to see you guys back. We had 10 days of break. It's been a long time. And now we are heading on to the week number 5 with brand new 11.3 patch. And KT was able to take down Damwon Kia after a very long game. And this was the first game with the new patch, and Damwon Kia actually brought Kane on the Rift. Well, Victory is actually a Kane master in the solo queue. So I want to talk about Blank's Lilia first, because Blank has been performing really well in this champions. That was a really nice first pick coming out from KT Roster, and at the same time, Damwon Kia was able to have a really decent bottom lane game, but they made some mistake during the turret dive, which actually led Aphelios to pick up early kills. And KT Roster was really smart banning out Ornn and also Sion away from Khan, which is one of the characteristic play coming out from Khan. He always makes a roam down to the mid lane with his ultimate with Ornn and Sion, so it was really smart to see them banning those out. In addition to that, with this new patch coming in, we had Gore Drinker and Starak champions getting nerfed due to the item nerf. So we were actually really curious to see how kind of Kenyan plays this blue Kane. Well, it looked like they were having a great game in the early phase, but we had a bit of a solo queue style game going on to the mid and late game. So the game was going back and forth, and it was really entertaining to watch, to be honest. We had Kane jungle back in the LCK after more than 600 days. So let's take a look at the highlights. How did he perform in his first match after a long while? So let's take a look at the rune first. Very typical kind of build for this Kane in the current meta. And also, we were looking for some late game power spike with that sub rune choice. And also the zombie ward. It also allows more of a vision control on the side of the jungle role as well. But at the same time, with the last rune coming in from the magic, well, that actually allows him a lot more stronger power going on to that late game. And that was the complete item coming out from Kenyan. And we saw actually Kenyan buying Umblegrave and then selling it back because he was not really sure what kind of item to build first. But at the same time, he actually just decided to finish that item in order to clear out the wards. So this doesn't really make him get a lot of assassination kills, but at the same time, it opened up more space for Damwon Kia to get more vision and put more pressure onto KT Roster in terms of map plays. And also because they did not have enough vision, KT was playing in the back. They were not really that having a lot of control around the map, so they had to kind of step back in order to not get assassinated by Kane. But moving on to the mid and late game, they were able to come back online. But still, we want to point out that Kane was doing a lot of work, not only doing those assassin work, but also he was doing a lot of work in terms of the map control and vision control. So let's take a look at the highlight where KT Roster was able to actually kind of take a big step forward. Victor was able to have a really nice trade up against Syndra. Syndra was not able to participate in this fight proactively. And also J4 EQ actually went wide, and he also didn't have his ultimate yet because he was level 5. And also because KT Roaster picked up some kills prior to this fight, actually Thresh was also able to utilize the stopwatch. And we saw Yuka doing a lot of work zoning out 2 of the players on the side of Tom and Kia. So everyone on the side of KT Roaster maneuvered the most ideal play in that Herald fight. And also we had Airy J4 coming out in order to secure the lane priority. However, we were not able to see a huge success recently in the LCK. Tom and Kia, their original plan was exerting the pressure around Kane with the massive damage, but they were not able to actually pull it off. However, we saw a miracle still coming out from Kane in the first Baron teamfight. But still, KT Roaster had this heads up to this Kane Syndra combo. Kane is a champion that actually just goes into the wall and looks for the target. So once Yuka actually recalls, he places a ward on the lane. And 2 minutes later, actually KT Roaster was able to make a side lane pick play based on that ward. Because of that ward, actually KT was able to make a TP flank. Prior to this fight, actually KT was the one that kept getting picked up by Tom and Kia, but this was the momentum-changing set play coming out from KT Roaster in order to get the control back on the Rift. KT, even though we had some back and forth game between against Tom and Kia, they still locked down this victory for game number 1, and the POG will go over to Hybrid, an Aphelios second POG of the split, and I think it's a comeback of the APK mileage god Hybrid. He did have some hard time, but at the same time he was able to overcome those kind of rough times and pop off. Well, this was not a game where every teammate actually funneled all the gold and resources into this player. He was the one looking for some skill by himself, and he actually knew how to pull the trigger when he needed to. He flashed forward onto the face of Syndra, and also he picked up multiple significant kills. He was engaging with this purple weapon as well. Aphelios is kind of a champion that kind of requires this engagement coming out from teammates, but in this game, Aphelios was actually the initiator on the side of KT Roaster. But we have one of the most controversial POG votes here. 3 of the players won 2 votes, but Hybrid won one extra one in order to secure that POG. Blank was also doing a fantastic job taking the control over Kane in the jungle, and also Yuka was able to play really smart with his itemization. He actually went for MR item first in order to have more sustainability in the lane. So props over to this tanky Victor on the mid lane. So I can say all 5 players of the KT Roaster were doing a fantastic work. The KT Roaster is back on the roof with a really nice start. So let's find out if they can connect that to a serious victory.